Okay.
conditioner, but I don't know how that's
Listen,
where I've been.
you are growing,
Right.
period.
Yeah.
Now, if you are losing density, then
Yeah.
that may be a little color,
Yeah.
a little
Mhm.
maintenance.
Mhm. Okay.
But like, if this was all dark,
Yeah.
you're good until about there, which is normal
Oh,
wear and
okay.
tear.
Okay.
This is a little bit of dead ends. These are the
Yeah.
dead ends that then
Mhm.
start to travel and attach to other different things. But
Right.
for the most part, your density, for sure,
Mhm.
untouched raw, is great.
Okay.
Altered, you
Yeah.
know,
Right.
normal for bleach,
Okay.
and the ends, normal for the time frame between both cuts.
Okay.
So I think you're doing great.
Okay.
You coming in every month would just be us checking and cleaning.
Okay.
That way, you don't get the traveling dead end.
Yeah.
The longer you wait before a trim,
Mhm.
the more travel.
Okay.
But your curls are great, the
Okay.
texture is great, things feel
Okay.
great.
Okay.
So we just want to reshape,
Yeah.
clean,
Yeah.
and then restyle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yay! I'm excited.
Cause I know last time the hair gel didn't sit well with
I
my
have
hair.
I have two different kind.
Okay.
So we can try those,
Yeah.
but also what do you like?
What do you mean? As far as
Like which one did you like that you use at home?
I used okay, so I tried the Big Papa dough that you told me about. That thing is bomb.
Okay, I have that.
Oh, okay, yeah, I love
Okay,
it.
let's do that then.
Yeah, I love it. And I apologize if it's like hard to go
No.
through.
No, you're
I've like
doing great.
really wetted it to make sure.
No, you came perfect.
Okay.
So how long ago was your color?
Last year. Oh my gosh, it's been a little while.
Yeah, you grew a lot. It looks really, really good.
Thank you.
So I can just see.
I think it's like you said, those little scraggly pieces attaching to the rest of the hair, so it's like
Yeah.
hard to maintain
Once that
trim.
starts happening, it's like all hell breaks loose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then once everything is styled, we can just go back over, and if anything is sticking out
Okay.
or still feels a little bit frail at the ends,
Mhm.
we can always clean it up.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but for the most part, this is just a health cut.
Okay. Yeah.
So what else have you been up to? Life is good.
Life is good.
Good.
Lots of traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you to next?
I want to go to Vegas next. Honestly, I've been dying to go to Vegas again.
Do it.
Yes.
My friend was telling me about these helicopter. You could like fly a helicopter and like shoot from it.
Ooh,
I was
what?
like,
In
what?
Vegas?
In the desert.
What? Okay, I've
It's
never
like
done that.
target practice or something.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
crazy,
Okay, well, that sounds like fun.
right?
I would do that.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I
no, no,
would
you're
do that.
adventurous.
I would do that.
We're in Florida. You could gamble any day.
Yeah, exactly. I've flown in a helicopter when I went to South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, but I've never did it in Vegas.
Right?
It's pretty dope.
That and the ATVs out there is cool. Like
Ooh,
desert ATV.
I know.
And so, any areas that you were feeling grew out funny
Yeah,
in the around your temple,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Okay, so after,
Mhm.
when I can see it a
Yeah.
little bit better,
Mhm.
I'll go and I'll clean up around there.
Oh,
Cause
okay.
I see it. It's
Oh,
like
you do.
right here.
Okay.
It's just like a little bit too long.
Yeah.
That area, I can definitely see it.
Mhm. And then I felt like when I was doing my wash and goes, like it just looked a little lopsided
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. So
What would you prefer to sleep on one side?
yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the side that's gonna always look different.
Oh, okay.
So if anything, what side is it? I feel like it's this
Usually the
side.
right side that I sleep on.
I'll cut it just a little bit shorter just so
Mm-hmm.
that you have some time with it before it does it again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll just compensate for that
Yeah.
because it does stretch out more.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I can see how she's been doing this for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whoa.
Right. You can tell when people like what they do and then when they're good at what
Mm-hmm.
they like to do.
Right.
It definitely did it. These
Mm-hmm.
lighter pieces would have definitely been gone by now
Oh
had
yeah.
it not been done properly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And a few people beforehand were telling me, "Don't put bleach in your hair. It's gonna break off. It's gonna break off." But
No.
the way she did it, I was like,
Yeah. She made sure you were going to be okay
mm-hmm.
after this.
Yep.
And you can go to her
Mm-hmm.
again
Mm-hmm.
and ask for a base break, which is where she takes this brown
Yeah.
and puts it back here without adding more highlights.
Oh.
So that it
Okay.
still looks like
Yeah. Ah. Okay.
if you want.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, no pressure. Just
Okay.
some people forget to
Base
tell
break.
people that they have other options on their service menu.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's called the base break. She could
Base
just
break.
take this dark and make it that chocolatey so that
Mm-hmm.
your highlights aren't sitting next to black. It'll soften the dropout.
Oh, okay.
This is where you have a lot of that looser. You're
Mm-hmm.
really tight in here.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So as you continue to grow out your cut,
Uh-huh.
we'll be mindful of that.
Mm-hmm.
We can take a little more off the top. Oh, sorry,
Mm,
babe.
that's okay.
While we let the back catch up.
Yeah.
Because technically the back is longer than the top, but it's tighter than the top, so it looks shorter than the top.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
a mess.
Yeah, I'm like, what is going on with my head?
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, I'm like, what is
Your
going on
hair's
with my
not a
head?
mess.
No, I know.
No, but this is really cool. But this looks a lot better. A lot rounder.
Mm-hmm.
And your scalp is super healthy, by the way.
Oh, okay.
We call it a moving scalp.
Moving scalp.
Braiders hate you. When you get your hair braided,
Why would?
do you ever notice that she takes a long time to part you? Like go back and then again and then okay, then again.
Maybe not. Maybe it's because the braider that I go to, I've been going there for
Oh,
10
so
years.
then
So
she
she
knows.
Yes.
Because your scalp is
Yeah.
juicy.
Okay.
That means your hair grows good. You have a lot of blood flow, a lot of blood circulation.
Okay.
But whenever somebody's trying to part your
Yeah.
hair, it's like,
Okay.
it was straight a second ago, and I let it go, and now it's
Yeah.
crooked.
Okay.
So
I think it's because
she knows you. She has to know you.
Right. But if it was a new braider, then that's okay.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good thing for me.
It's good. It is really good. It means you have healthy hair, healthy scalp, healthy hair. There's always like at home stuff that you can incorporate too,
Yeah.
like avocado, honey,
Mm-hmm.
aloe. those types of at-home masks are amazing, super hydrating, and easy to apply, easy to wash out, and you don't have to worry about ingredients like store-bought things.
Right.
Because all those things clash at the end of the day if it's not by the same company, which sucks.
Oh, okay. I think you had told me about that before. Stick to one line.
Yes. Because when you start to mix, things start to not merge. They fight each other. Or let's say the shampoo had a protein, that gel had a protein, and then the leave-in was a protein. Now you've 3 times the protein and your hair is breaking and you don't know why. Yeah. So ingredients and trying to stay within a collection that was formulated will always give you way, way, way more results in the long run. Whenever you get your hair wet, make sure you are letting all the old product rinse out before you even start shampooing. That way you don't shampoo and reactivate things.
Okay.
Oh, great. I was just about to ask you. 10 steps ahead of me.
So you were detangling with shampoo?
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of times when we get the shampoo, we end up using the hair to wash itself, and that actually opens up the cuticle.
Okay.
So if you can avoid that friction, it will really help your density. And I like the lather and the slip that the lather gives. So I try my best to detangle while I'm doing my cleanser so that I can get the hair clean and get underneath those cuticles.
Okay.
And how is it feeling? Is it feeling uncomfortable at all?
No. Not at all, actually.
This is like so unorthodox, right? Everybody is like, oh my God, are you like brushing shampoo? And it works, so.
Because usually, I mean, from what I've known coming up, it was always, conditioner. It was never detangle.
And you could do it both. You could do this from start to finish.
Yeah.
And so whenever you are detangling or massaging any type of product into the hair, you want to remember to go under, over, left, right. The hair is a cylinder, and so the cuticle exists on all surfaces. So if you only focus on the top, when it spins, it'll reveal frizz.
Okay. I just love how it doesn't feel like my hair is being ripped or anything.
Oh God, I'm so grateful that you don't feel any of that, because that's not what's happening, which is great.
Exactly.
Right? So many spaces where like need to feel like our hair is a burden, and your hair is not.
That's why, and that's another thing too. It took me so long to find someone that actually knows about natural hair and will actually take care of it.
Yes.
And loves what they do.
Thank you.
There's not a lot of natural hair salons, and then the ones that are here,
they're not careful enough.
They're not careful at all.
Yeah, that's why I'm by myself. I didn't want it to ever feel like an assembly line.
Okay.
Like me being double booked and rushing between people and slapping this on you and you wait over here and
it's a little more personable like this.
Yeah, I can really focus on giving you guys what you need as you need it.
Right. And your prices are awesome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. This looks so good already. I can feel it.
Yay.
I'm like, okay, coils.
Oh my goodness. I was like, yeah, let me make this appointment with Deanna.
Well, thank you. Thank you for always coming back.
Yes. I have to.
Like
I
this
don't have to
lady.
sit in this chair and worry.
Right. Oh, thank you.
And you're very nice to your clients, so.
Yeah, you guys are really family after a certain point. It's like,
Yeah.
I know all your business. You know all mine. Also, your skin is flawless. What is the routine? Because, damn.
Thank you.
Glass skin.
Listen, it's literally a simple face wash, La
Okay.
Roche-Posay.
Mm-hmm.
At nighttime, I do the same face wash with some tretinoin. Tretinoin,
What's
just
that?
that alone will get your skin crisp. Well, your skin is nice too.
Yeah, this is bad. I don't have a routine, and I know it's going to catch up to me one day.
Oh, no, girl. You need
I
a
need to
routine.
get in. This one, voila. And then we're going to sit here in this chair. Okay. Comfortable, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like when the gels work. I'm like, please, just please, don't flake.
Yes.
Don't be crusty. Don't embarrass me in front of all these people. I'm like, the world is looking. And one false move, one like drop of leave-in conditioner or anything else, and then it's just gone.
Done.
So I like to get it close to the scalp, and I just start pressing it in. And if I reach any knot, which I shouldn't because I got a lot of the tangles out, but hey, curls will curl, and that's what they do. They like to dance with each other. And then with the brush, I just go under and then over. And if I feel like my section's too big, I'll just subsection. And I don't stop until it's quiet. But like realistically, who's not around any sound? So sometimes it's just you got to go based off of how it feels or how it looks.
Okay.
For me, it's more so sound. Because I know if I'm hearing it, it's not enough. If it's frizzy when it's wet, it will be frizzy when it's dry. And then just let your curls pick up on their own. Whatever it wants to do. This technique, like you could call it shingling by holding on to the rest and letting one go at a time. But for me, I think that is easier to just do it all on its own. And down here is where you are the tightest. So I like to take a thicker section so that they're not so much so on their own where they're going to shrink up even more. When they're this in a big section like this, they can kind of hold some weight and elongate.
Oh, okay, that's the trick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where you are looser and lack shape because it just elongates itself, then I would do thinner sections up top, thicker down at the bottom.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's how you can personalize your wash day. So that big section can now have some weight to it versus
it'll have a little length now.
right.
Okay.
Versus what's here that I separated too much. So now I can go back in and just double check that we've got enough weight and enough curls meshed together to elongate her. So now things are more even. Oh, this looks so good though. You see?
Yeah, and the thing is, there's still like some length to it.
Yes.
Even with that brush.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And it's not the brush, it's a technique. If you're not smoothing your hair down, that cuticle stays open. Especially remember, you just went from shampooing, so shampooing usually looks like you roughed everything up. So if you don't calm it back down, it stays up. Yeah, and like you can leave that chunky,
Yeah.
and when it's dry, you can then separate it. That looks so good. So you hear what I mean, right? Like you can hear it, and then all of a sudden
it's just quiet.
Mhm. So whenever you direct these sections up and out, you'll get way more volume up at the top.
Up and out.
Up and out. So I'm gonna spin you so you can hang out with us.
Okay.
There we go. So up and out. If you do a part and you bring it somewhere, it'll remain there.
Okay.
So when you are looking for this roundness at the top, it won't come because you brought it here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been doing around. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. You had no idea. You were styling for the cut that you had before.
Yeah.
And now we want to switch it up. So now we're just redoing the method.
Okay. So,
Up and out. So in here at the bang, you want to just really make sure you try to close up that middle part.
Okay.
So whenever you have a knot, try to like web the section like that.
Okay.
It will make it weaker versus you trying to rip through it.
Okay.
So here, just like that. Separate, separate. Slide the knot out. Again, subsection. It wants to separate so bad, your middle part. So I'm going to make the first piece lay all the way this way.
Okay.
And the second all the way to the other side.
Okay.
That way, as it dries, it can crisscross. Third piece, down the center. This looks so pretty. And if you can get like a close-up, her scalp is healthy, super healthy, and very, very hydrated without any product on it. Naked, clean, healthy, hydrated scalp. She said, hey. Okay, perfect. I can see already where you're like a little bit longer on these parts.
Okay.
And I'm just going to clean them so that they're rounder.
Okay.
So, if you want to see, the density of all of that turns into just that. That's where we know we need to trim it out. When things are dry, you can open them up and you can create more volume within the hairstyling, or you can leave it and let it just do it organically. You don't have to force anything. So like really important. You see how this is really full? Oh, I'll let it go. Oh, okay. Okay, let it go again. So that is where you should be. Okay. So now, big difference in where things are sitting.
Definitely.
And because I crisscrossed those front pieces, you now have the opportunity to have a bang without that center part coming back in. And then as the days go by, things will then fill back out and start getting fuller in here. So just leave it.
Okay.
Don't mess with it. Don't bother it. Sleep with the bonnet. So don't break the cast. Don't take apart anything. Tomorrow, right? Because it's later in the day.
Right.
Later in the day, and it's humid.
Okay.
So when you wake up tomorrow, then go through, separate things.
Okay.
Like, I'm being careful now, but
right.
On your own, yeah.
Okay. And then, like, tomorrow, would I be able to, like, use, like, the pick to just...
Yeah, if you want, absolutely.
The root? Okay.
Absolutely. You can pick whenever you feel like you're ready.
Okay.
And also, have you ever elongated while picking?
No.
So when you use your pick and you pick to the point of resistance, add some heat. Because it stretches it.
Yeah.
Your hair's not wet, so you're not going to get heat damage.
Okay.
Because it's dry on dry.
Yeah.
Dry air, dry hair. You can even use it on cool. It doesn't have to be scorching hot.
Yeah.
But pick to the point of resistance and heat it up. You're going to get it bigger, fuller, faster. When you feel like this is perfect, but this is too short, you can pick down here with the little heat to elongate. You can pick wherever to create that shape that you really want to see. Just know that the more that you do that as days go, you will have a lot of knots. So detangle very slowly, very carefully, a little bit slower than normal. Just because you pushed it to the max and then stretched it a little more. Day 1 or day 2, you're fine. But the longer the days are, you have more shedding, right? So we lose 100 to 200 strands a day. So on day 4, you have a lot of hairs that have fallen out, but they don't go anywhere because it's curly, and then you've moved them. That's what I mean by the knots.
Gotcha.
But if you do it in the beginning, you're fine.
Right.
Because you just took all your dead hairs off. So.
So much.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, and it moves, and it bounces. Yeah.
By day 3,
on point.
It did. I was like, darn it.
Dakota, I need you to not malfunction.